Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd fa bismillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Indeed, all praise and thanks are for Allah, and Allah's mercy and peace be upon His Messenger. Proceeding to the video, we begin with Allah's name, subhanahu wa ta'ala, so peace be upon you, welcome and greetings. Now we're proceeding to Surah Al-Ikhlas, and this is, again, one of the shortest surahs of the Quran, and one of the most famous and one of the most recited, frequently recited. And so it's just right to put this in the series, actually, to memorize it. And so we're going in order. First we did Surah Al-Kawthar, now we're doing Surah Al-Ikhlas. And so we're still in this position, right? And so as we said in the previous video, if in the very first, in the first two rak'at, in the first 2 units of the prayer, even if you're praying a 2-unit, 3-unit, or 4-unit prayer, namely Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, or Isha, then in the first 2 units of the obligatory, you're going to be reciting another surah after Surah Al-Fatiha. So after you say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, you're going to be saying another surah afterwards. So that's why we put 2 surahs in this series, bi'idhnillah. So we'll start, and the first word of in the first verse is Qul. So this is a heavy Q in the back of the mouth. Like when we think Q in English, we say queen, right? Queen, and that kind of has a K noise. K. Queen, queen. So in Arabic, when we transliterate the qaf, the letter is qaf in Arabic. When we transliterate it, we put a Q, but it should be said that it should be in the back of the mouth as well, meaning qa, 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 instead of ka, qa, qa. So this is going to be qul, qul, qul. One more time, qul. Then you have who. You have the underscore H, so this is just like saying who in English, but you want to make sure that, number one, you just want to make sure that you emphasize the noise. Who. And so I'll say it de-emphasized, then emphasized. Who. And second, you want to make sure that your lips don't round here. This is just like saying who, because when you say WHO, who in English, your lips tend to round. So you don't want to let that happen. Just say who, and don't let your lips round. You have wallahu. You have who again, and you have wallah. 2 awesome A's, 2 L's. On the L's, you're going to build up, and then on the 2 awesome A's, you're going to make it long and say aw instead of a. Then you have the underscore H again with the U, so who. So all together, qul huwallahu. One more time, qul huwallahu. One more time, last time. Qul huwallahu. Then you have the last word in this verse. A. Then you have a hyphenated H. Then you have a D. So the D, same place is where it's the ha comes. The hyphenated H is coming from the middle of the throat. The hyphen represents the middle, so that's representing the throat. The D comes same places where you say tu in Spanish. The back of the front 2 teeth and the tip of the tongue touches there. But you're going to make a D noise, and you're going to say, and also if you remember in the previous video we bounced a B, we can also bounce the D. So you can bounce the B and the D with the apostrophe. So قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ أَحَدٌ. So when I bounce it, it sounds like this. أَحَدٌ d. You hear that bounce. If I don't bounce it, this is what it would sound like. أَحَدٌ أَحَدٌ أَحَدٌ. So just to make it more clear, we bounce it. أَحَدٌ Ahad, ahad. So we'll do the whole ayat again. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ أَحَدٌ. And so next ayat. Allahus. So same up here, same as up here. Allah, you have 2 awesome A's, 2 L's, you're going to build up. Allah. Then you have the underscore H, who, but you have the pump S now. So you're going to say hus, hus, hus. So that pump S comes from the middle of the mouth, as opposed to the front of the mouth, which would sound like this. So you don't want it. That's the normal S. We're doing the pump S, which is the back of the mouth. So hus, Allah hus, Allah hus, hus. Then you have another pump S, so you're going to merge these 2 S's as well. So instead of Allahus Samad, you're going to say Allahus Samad. You're going to hold the S's, or the pump S's. Then you have an awesome A. then you have the MAD here, and you have the apostrophe D again, so we're going to bounce that again just for clarity. Allahu Samad. Allahu Samad. Allahu Samad. And we're holding the two S's because the two S's come in consistency in order right here, so that's why we're going to hold them. So the second verse is Allahu Samad. Now you have the beginning of the third verse, Lam, and you have the M is there with the apostrophe. So you have Lam, 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 Ya, Lid. So you have the apostrophe D again, so just bounce it for clarity. Lam, Ya, Lid, Lid. So this isn't like saying lid in English, we're saying lid. Lam, Ya, Lid, Lam, Ya, Lid. Bounce it. Walam, 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 you, you. So you also are gonna make your lips round there. You, lad, lad. Bounce the D, lad. Lam yalid walam yulad. Lam yalid walam yulad. One more time. Lam yalid walam yulad. The fourth and final verse now. Walam. One more time. Walam, walam yakul. So kaf, the K, air does not come out of your mouth. What as you say the K noise. Walam yakul lahu. So you have the underscore H, so that's who. Emphasize it by just making a stronger who and make it a little longer because you have two O's, and then just round your lips there. And you have two L's over here, so that's a build up. Yakul lahu, yakul lahu, yakul lahu. So you have kul, right? Yakul lahu. So build that. Yakul lahu, yakul lahu. So fourth one so far. Walam yakul lahu. Then you have kufuwan, 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 kufuwan. One more time. Kufuwan, one. And when you say the W, your lips round at the beginning. One, one. And then you have ahad, ahad, ahad. So again, when you say the D, you're gonna round it or you're gonna bounce it, and it's the same as the word up here, ahad. So walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad, ahad, and hyphenated H meaning. So we'll read the whole surah, and the whole surah is these four verses. We'll read the whole surah in about 3 times, and then we'll conclude. Qul huwallahu ahad. And actually, yes, inshallah, we'll also begin with saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, which is I seek refuge with Allah from the accursed shaitan. And so we should have said that at the beginning, but alhamdulillah, we remember to say it now. And so we can put in the annotation at the beginning, inshallah. So we'll do the whole surah. Qul huwallahu ahad. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid walam yulad walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid walam yulad walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. One more time. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid walam yulad walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. And that will conclude, and this is the end of Surah Al-Ikhlas. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.